On Friday, April 4th, the Kanifing Municipal Council (KMC) held a press conference to address the recent fire outbreaks in markets within the municipality. Mayor Talib Bensouda, along with key officials, emphasized the importance of collaborative efforts and outlined measures to enhance market safety.
Mr. Seini Sanyang, I want to acknowledge the market manager, Mr. Mudunjai, and all the wonderful officers and security personnel of the Kanifing municipality. We have had tragic events during the month of Ramadan that has caused major damage and havoc to many of the vendors in the market. The first fire being in the Latrikunda Sabeji market. It happened on Sunday, 16th of March, 2025 at 1 a.m. when most of our residents were asleep and most of the market was vacant. I was called by the DCP to inform me during those early hours, and of course I verified with the market manager. The area in which was burnt is not a market property. It was a private residence or private plot of land rented to some market vendors that turned it into a sandika. That fire damaged 9 kiosks in that particular market, causing millions of dollars of damage of goods and property. We visited the scene and we established the facts. I was there with the Alkalolu, Mr. Kujabi, the National Assembly member of Latrikunda Sabeji Yaya Menteng Sanyang, the Honorable Councillor Ansumana Bayo, the fire chief, the market committee members and the market president, the market manager and other members. We did establish that indeed is not a market property, but then again it is still Gambians who have lost their property and we sympathize with them dearly. From there we invited them to the Kanifing Municipal Council to my office, where we met them and we discussed areas and means where we could intervene along with the National Disaster Management Authority or agency. We also established that the market committee of Latrikunda Sabeji will work with the market manager.
Mayor Bensouda expressed concern over the politicization of the recent market fires, urging all stakeholders to unite in addressing the issue.
The next fire happened soon after, on Monday, 30th March 2025, which was the day after the Korite celebration, this Korite feast, and this was at Serakunda Sandika. It happened around 2:30 a.m. I was again called by the DCP and also I verified with the market manager. I woke up and left my residence. At 4 a.m. I drove myself to the market while the fire service was there to see what was happening. And indeed, I did witness the disaster. 12 sheds, or in our local language, bars, were damaged along with millions of dollars of goods. Those sheds particularly house many vendors at any point in time, so several vendors up to about 40 or 50 suffered losses, the value of which is in the millions.
He also highlighted the necessity for improved communication between government bodies to ensure coordinated response to such incidents.
But I have several people I want to thank, and of course starting with the Gambia Fire Services. Whenever we call them, they do respond, and they do their best with the equipment they have. So we thank them for their sacrifice. I also want to thank the market manager Mudunjai and his team for their effort to always ensure that our markets are safe. I also want to thank the municipal police led by Seini Sanyang for always being on call, because whenever these fires happen, they're always on the ground. Now, there's many people who I haven't mentioned, but of course I don't know their names. And these are the members of our community. Because in all these fires, along with the fire service, we have community members, especially youths, who come out in their numbers to try and also salvage what goods they can and protect lives. I also want to thank the press because they're always there to cover these events, to update the general public. So thank you to those who are also here today. But let's thank Allah, because in all these events, we have not heard of any injuries or deaths, and that is the most important thing. We are here today to show that we are learning from some of these issues and reacting accordingly. We have taken several steps after those events, and we are going to continue to take measures to ensure we not only prevent fires, but also create standard infrastructure to ensure that even if they happen, they are mitigated and the damage is limited. As our Deputy Commissioner of Police said, under the leadership of the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ibumbu, they will provide these fire extinguishers to people in the front line. Fire is time sensitive. The faster you can react to it, the more you can limit the damage. We are providing 44 fire extinguishers to 17 markets, 3 council installations, and to force responders. These extinguishers, well placed and with the right people, with the right training, will ensure if fires occur that they are handled effectively. Also, the council is reinforcing our markets. As the Commissioner of Police has rightly said, as of now we have 112 police and security officers stationed at our various markets. But we will increase their numbers and reinforce them with more officers. We will deploy 20 more officers to the various markets. Also, we have HG company led by Mr. Habib Jite, who's here present, who will train our officers to be fire marshals. He will train all our officers to know how to firefight and handle this equipment, and he will certify them. That training will start effective today. He will also go ahead and work with our municipal police office to do a risk assessment in all the council installations, especially our markets.
Deputy Commissioner of Police, Seni Sanyang, assured the public of law enforcement's commitment to collaborating with council and other agencies to enhance security measures in the markets.
Prudent, then the council have to react ASAP. First, the syndicate where it is located is decongested. So part of the programs, we are going to relocate the syndicate. But as of now, we will allow the vendors to be selling and playing their pallets and sell there. So the next thing is the council have a meeting with NAWEC yesterday, and they all endeavor to work hand in glove in future, because as you can see, most of the markets, the electric wirings are outdated. So it's like we are going to constitute a task force that will comprise the NAWEC, KMC, Gambia Police Force, SIS, and all the fire services and all the relevant stakeholders to review the wiring system in all the markets and the council installations, and also the NAWEC will come up there with their own recommendation as how to move on. So as you can see, the council have procured 44 fire extinguishers. We have almost 150 officers within the markets. So we are going to redeploy more to reinforce the markets. As you can see, because if there is any fire outbreak, our local securities at the market are the first respondent. So sometimes what happens is like the scenario at Latrikunda and at Serakunda. When fire ignite, when they call the police, especially I'm the first person to be called as chief of operation, I always call the Gambia Police Force and the fire and ambulance services, because two things. Gambia Police Force are there to protect life and property. Normally, if there are outbreaks, there are people there who are looters. So the essence of calling the task force is to protect lives and property.
Modun Jai, the market manager, emphasized the necessity of addressing infrastructural challenges to prevent future incidents.
Latrikunda Sandika and recently at the Serakunda market, which is a very unfortunate situation. Council have invited victims. They sat with the mayor, discussed a lot. And for that of Latrikunda, which is not within our management, council have also engaged the landlord and the vendors market committee that is at Latrikunda market in order to put things across. Today we will witness another presentation which is a step ahead in trying to put fire extinguishers in all our 18 markets within this municipality, plus the municipal police offices that are within these markets, which is definitely a plus to council.
The KMC reaffirmed its dedication to working with all stakeholders, including the government and market associations, to implement effective safety measures and support affected vendors in resuming their businesses promptly.
And a place has been identified, and we unanimously agreed that the Sandika needs to be moved ASAP, and council have put up modalities to make so wherever they're going to be relocated, it's built and put to standards. So as the markets manager, I would like to thank the mayor and team, including the CEO and councillors, and the entire municipal police, together with the fire service, the NDMA.
Reporting for Voice TV News, I am Fat Krubali.